cold. Norika, where are you going? Hello. It's been a little over a month since I flew last time. I think last time was in mid-December, and I haven't flown this year yet because of weather. As you know from the title, there's no flying footage in this video, so I'll be real quick. This video is for people who are new to the sport, who may be thinking about start taking classes, or they just start taking classes, you know, end of the year or something, and this is their first winter. Would you settle down? Nah, you're being rude. Oh my god, you should make up your mind. Nah, 早く。はい。嫌じゃないの。Sorry. Anyways, yes, this video is, for people who are new to the sport. I'm making this as a warning because I understand winter as more so an off season for the sport because air is dense. There aren't as many soarable conditions as summer days, and it's cold. So if you don't like cold, initially when you're thinking about hang gliding, or planning to take classes to learn more about the sport, we all do our own research. You know, we want to go to YouTube and, you know, hang gliding classes or hang gliding lessons, search for the video and kind of get the idea of what it's like. But all you'll see is the actual action, people flying, maybe some people messed up, whatever, you know, it's actual flying footage. But the reality is that the hardest part for me was this waiting period. The first winter was so hard, and without having my hang gliding friend Mia, it would have been really, really tough. We were able to run at each other like, why can't we fly? You know, I'd be like, Steve is not letting me fly, he must hate me or something. You know, I keep asking him if it's this weekend, maybe this day, that day, and he says no, I think that he hates me, and you know. Yeah, out of frustration, just, you know, I was just taking things personally, which is just dumb. But anyways, it was just because I really, really wanted to fly, and he wouldn't let me, and of course he wouldn't let me because it's not flyable condition, you know, or it's just way too cold. Or anyways, first winter was rough. And it's not just winter. Overall, with hang gliding, there's, especially when you're training, learning, and you don't own your gears, you have to wait, and your instructor has to say, yeah, it's good condition to fly. Like, you have to wait for that signal. It is expected that you can't fly many days of non-flyable days, just many days. You just have to wait. Just yesterday I was sitting thinking, oh wow, it's been like over a month since I last flew. I mean, I'm not feeling crazy. I do want to fly. So I actually just a few days ago, I contacted Steve like, hey, has anyone flown yet this year? But you know, I'm not going crazy like my first winter. And I thought to myself, wow, like people were just starting to fly, or more so for people who just started taking classes this past year in the summer or in the fall, you're having this like dark time where not many flyable days, not many trainings happening. I just wondered how many people might think about dropping, like, oh, this sucks, I don't want to do this anymore. But yeah, that's how this goes. So the wait is worth it, because when you get to fly high, I haven't even flown super high yet, but you know what I mean? Like, when I get to fly, it's like a treat. Like, my experience of flying is that much more special because I waited this long. And for people who are just starting to get into this sport, the difference is that if you stick with it, the sky might become your playground. Maybe not so soon, but there's a chance that it will be. And if you drop, it will never be. So That's the difference. I just wanted to say, don't give up if you're just getting frustrated, because that's how it's gonna go. If you get through that one hard winter, we will learn. Like, you know, you learn. And next winter is a little easier because you have the expectation. I'm actually surprised. I feel like I'm growing up because I'm like the most impatient person. I'm okay this year. I'm not going crazy. So I hope you can get through this and not give up. I hope you can stick with it and wait for that next flyable condition. Dude, I'm literally itching. My eczema is flaring up this past like 2 weeks. And I think it's because I'm not flying. And to add my personal situation, someone like me who doesn't have my own glider, you know, no glider, no freedom. I am relying on Steve's glider, so the only site I can really fly is at Blue Sky, or I can go to places like Lookout and other flight parks, but they're all very far. Like Lookout is, you know, 9 hours away from me. I can't make that kind of trip all the time. Once I have my own glider, the options open up. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that someone like me who doesn't have glider, my flying site is limited. So I can't maximize my chance of flying, I guess. So yeah, those are the reality of this sport. It requires lots of patience. And again, I'm not a patient person, so I'm proud that I learned this, that I didn't give up. I guess that crossed my mind because I am impatient, and I imagine that there are many people out there who get into this sport and gave up because they couldn't wait. And yeah, that's just unfortunate. Only thing they needed to do is to wait. Then maybe they flew. So yeah, that's it. That's my message. If you're going crazy, that's normal, and you'll get used to it, and you learn to get used to it. For me, finding another hobby really helped. I started doing aerial silks. If I can't fly, well, I could still do silks, you know? It's nice to have another hobby so that hang gliding isn't driving you crazy. But yeah, this is it. This is just kind of how it goes. Hey, good thing is, time only goes by. It's not gonna stop, you know? You're only getting closer to your next class or the next, you know, flyable condition, so. I just don't want people giving up just because of this waiting time. This waiting time makes this sport that much more special. All right, well, I hope everybody gets to fly soon. Take care, everybody. See ya. Bye.